What's up, guys? This is Connor from Team ECCENTRICK here, bringing you a Salamangreat deck profile that came 35th place in the Rochester Regionals that was just past weekend. I was 3 spots away from topping, and it's only because of my tiebreakers, and I was trying to match up that I had to deal with it in time because I clearly had to take a draw. So let's get right to it. Alright guys, this is going to be the Salamangreat deck profile, so let's get right to it, shall we? Starting with the main deck, running the standard Salamangreat Gazelle. This card is the key card in your Salamangreat deck. He basically does everything to get your cards in the graveyard, resources, and basically a free special summon if any Salamangreat monster is sent from field, deck, or a hand to the graveyard. Next key card in the deck you want to play 3 of is a triple Salamangreat Spiny. Now with Spiny, it's a free special summon out of the graveyard, but it gets banished when it leaves the field, but that's okay. If you overlay it into Mirage Stereo or any other rank 3 monster, it'll be sent to the graveyard instead of being banished, which I find amazing. The hand effect, target 1 monster on the field, it gains 500 attack points. I realized this during my one of my matches, I forgot which one. I believe it was my Salamangreat mirror match. I targeted his his Phantasmal that he summoned. I targeted his Phantasmal with my Spiny to go against my Violet Chimera and attack over it because since the attack points were changed, Salamangreat Violet Chimera's attack points are doubled, so I was able to kill his Phantasmal because I increased his attack. So keep in mind, this card helps out with that Violet Chimera play. Next cards I play in the deck are going to be triple Salamangreat Foxy. Now, with Foxy, it was kind of conditional of how I was playing it. I wanted to play the free standard just to try it out. I wasn't even going to try hard at this regional. I was only just going there just to have fun with my friends and my team. But overall, after testing in my regional matchups, I realized free is too cloggy, so I'm going to cut out 1 and replace it with one of these cards that I need extenders. So like Psychic Tracker or Crusadia Rayquaza. These cards are a free special summon, Rayquaza underneath Link monster I can special to, or Psychic Tracker, the special summon if I control another level 3 monster on my field, just for absolute free. I can only use the effect once that turn, but that is totally fine. I want to pick up the Psychic Wielders soon, so I'm going to do an updated deck profile when I get a hold of those when they come in the mail. Next cards in of the Salamangreats, I'm playing the 1 Falco and 1 Jaguar. Falco, it helps out to reoccur or get back my Salamangreat spells and traps, right? Spells and traps? Yeah, spells and traps, sorry about that. Just had to be sure for you guys. Get them back from my graveyard, add it back to hands, like Salamangreat Roar, Salamangreat Circle, Salamangreat Roar. And those cards are really important in the deck, so and plus you can special summon this guy from your graveyard by discarding 1 Salamangreat card from your hand to the graveyard to special it. Which I find pretty amazing. So if I have a Salamangreat card that I'm not using, or I want to try to get in my graveyard as soon as possible to make further plays, this Falco really helps out. Now with Jaguar, he helps out reoccur your Link monsters into the extra deck, like Baylings or Sunlight Wolf or Heatleo, to continuously use your reincarnation Link summoning. If you so choose to. This is basically what Salamangreat does, is reincarnate Link summon to get their secondary effects off, which I find pretty sweet at the same time. But that's the Salamangreat engine cards that I run. Next off, we're going to run to the other monsters I play in my deck. I play the standard triple Lady Debug. With Lady Debug, yes, this is a different attribute. If playing Ghost in Match in my my main deck, so I didn't see a problem with me activating Ghost in Match after I link off with Lady Debug into Balinks, because Balinks is a fire. You just mainly use Lady Debug to add one of the Salamangreat monsters from your deck to hand. Mainly Gazelle goes first. If you have Gazelle, I would choose Spiny. If you have both, I would go for, honestly, Salamangreat Falco, just to discard it out of your hand to reoccur your spells and traps. Next cards I play in my deck are the standard triple Ash Blossom. I was debating on cutting one and putting something another extender, but I think 3 is the best amount for my deck, because I could just reoccur it with my Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. It adds it back to hand if I am done with my comboing with the cards, and if I'm just trying to prepare for my opponent's turn, I just add back the Ash Blossom. Next hand trips I play are 2 effect failures and the 1 DD Crow. Yes, you guys might be wondering, who main decks DD Crow? I've seen so many, I've seen this one post of my friend, like, who mains DD Crow in their main deck? Like, hello, some people do. But, and the 2 effect failures to stop my opponent's monster effects. That's it for the monster lineup. Moving on to the spells. Then we play the standard triple Salamangreat Circle. This card helps you protect your your Salamangreat Link monsters, as well as adds Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand. Next card is triple Call by the Grave. You don't want like hand traps stopping you, because this is a control based deck, plus it's also a going first deck that you want to get your combos off, keep them going, and you don't want hand traps slowing you down. That's why I play 3. I'm just glad Konami put it back to 3, because hand traps were beginning to be a big problem again. I play double Twin Twister. Twin Twister, it depended on my matchups. If I was facing like heavy back row decks, I would just use it. But if I'm not, say like I'm not playing any heavy back row decks and they're just playing all basically monsters, I would just side these out and put traps in if I'm going first, or cards that like going second to interrupt my opponent's plays. Next, for the spell lineup, we play 1 Salamangreat Sanctuary. This I was thinking of running it 2, but I think 1 is enough, because you can just recur with Sunlight Wolf, and this card gets added off of Balinks, which is amazing. Next, we play the 1 Will the Salamangreat. Like, this card came in clutch some of my games just to get an extra body on board. Because of his first effect, during your main phase, you can special summon 1 Salamangreat from your graveyard onto the field. It didn't matter if it was Link, it didn't matter if it was Xyz, it didn't matter if it was a regular Salamangreat monster, which I find pretty neat. And you can special summon monsters up to the equal rating by targeting your Link monster, but you have to send this to the graveyard, which is pretty neat. Now we run 2 superpowers in the deck, like Fusion of Fire. And it's like a superpower because you're allowed to use your opponent's monster as a fusion material. Like if you're playing Salamangreat Mirror Match, you use one of their Salamangreats as a fusion material, and you use one of your Link monsters on the field. Or vice versa, if they have a Link monster and you have a Salamangreat monster, you can just do that to summon out Violet Chimera. I was thinking of running 2 in the main deck just because of that reason, but I feel like it was too cloggy and I would just side it instead, but I never really got to it because of the time before the regionals began. So there's that, and again, the second Super Poly in the deck. So, you don't know what Super Poly does, so there's really no need to explain. And the one off Foolish Burial, I was considering running Monster Reborn, but I just didn't see room in my deck for it. So that's it of the spell lineup. Moving on to the traps in my deck. Double Salamangreat Roars. This card is so good, like it stops spells, trap, monsters, effects from going off, interrupting your opponent's play. Is able to set itself if I reincarnate Link Summon with the same name, but it gets banished, or you can just add it back from your graveyard with Sunlight Wolf or Falco. It is such a great card. I'm glad they made it into a counter, because if it was just a regular trap, my opponent would just be able to interrupt. So thank you, Konami, for making this into a counter. And the one Salamangreat Rage, I just don't... People in the Buffalo group were saying, why don't you run it at 2? I was testing it at 2, it just felt so clogging to me. So it's all up to personal preferences. We're all, Team ECCENTRICK is all about personal preferences. We don't really judge what we play. So here's that. And 2 Solemn Strikes, I just don't have impermanence. Like, against my Salamangreat mirror match, I lost to impermanence more times than I can count. It's just so frustrating, because that card is like $90 or something, and I gotta come up with like 270 or 300 just for a playset. But luckily in Dual Power, it's gonna be coming out, so we'll just see what happens from then. As for the control, I was playing double Gozen match because I mainly run all fire. So if I face a deck with different attributes like Crusaders or what's another one, Thunder Dragons, Dark and Light, it just helps interrupt my opponent's plays. So that's it for the traps. Moving on to the extra. We play the standard double Heat Leo. I prefer to use 2 different artworks in this deck, because I want to keep track of which one I summon to the field first, and then the one I reincarnate. This one I usually summon to the field first, then I reincarnate into this one. Just up to personal preference. And you must, and I mean you must, run triple Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. This guy, it's an $8 card right now. He's able to, again, bring back your spells, spell and trap cards. Able to get back your Salamangreat Gazelle or any other card you want to add back from your graveyard, like Ash Blossom. Because when a monster is summoned to wherever it's pointing to, you can just activate its effect, get it back, but you're not able to no more special it during that turn. But you can still use the effects from the hand, like Spiny or Ash Blossom, which I find pretty neat. Next, I play the triple Salamangreat Banelings. Banelings is basically a return of the Dragon Lords for Salamangreats. It helps you get your Sanctuary from your deck to your hand. So that's basically it. And then the Return of the Dragon Lord basically protects all your Salamangreats, not just one, but all of this if they activate Raigeki, Dark Hole, Kaiju Summer, you name it. It protects everything. Now for this package, I played the 1 Update Jammer and the 1 Transcode Talker. I wanted to try this just to see how it does, and just so I get a general understanding how to play the deck a little bit better if I can use the Cybers to their full advantage. Overall, I just didn't like it. Like, yes, it's nice, able to recur with Transcode Talker, but it limits you from summoning Cybers only, which I have a problem with because the other monsters in my extra deck are a different type. So that hurt a little bit. And Update Jammer, it was good to a point, but I just didn't really use it. Now for the final Link monster in my deck, I played the 1 Borrelsword Dragon. I never seen this come up in any of my matches. Like, I tried to. It says with Mirage Stallion, you can only activate fire effect monsters during that turn. or with Transcode Dagger, you can only summon Cybers. So I wasn't able to use him more effective like I wanted to so bad. I just didn't have more extenders in my deck that I wanted to. That's why I'm gonna add in more extenders to the deck so I can be able to bring this guy out much faster. So I'm gonna cut out these two and put something else in. Like I'm gonna put it. Where is it? Shoot. I'm gonna put in one Baguska and one Nightmare Phoenix because there's so many times where I saw Jack Jaguar on the field with Falco and it was just sitting there like I want to overlay them, but I don't have a rank 4, and I should have put a rank 4 in my deck. So I chose Baguska over Exciton Knight because you mainly want to go first and interrupt your opponent's plays, then going second and using your Exciton. And Nightmare Phoenix just to help protect your Sunlight Wolf from being destroyed by battle or stuff like that and get rid of spells and traps. And next I play 2 Mirage Stalios. You only want to play 2, you don't want to play 1, you don't want to play 3 because it will hurt the deck if it's any other number besides 2. Basically what it does is you special summon a Salamangreat from your deck to the field in defense mode, but for the rest of the turn you can only activate fires. For the last Xyz, I play 1 Bamboozling. I only saw it like once or twice. It helped out in clutch, but overall, again, I didn't have any extenders, so I didn't see him much. Like, I tried to, it just didn't come up the way I wanted to. And lastly, the 1 Violet Chimera. This card is the OTK card in your deck if you're able to pull it off very nicely without any interruptions. So, I was only able to pull it off once during this regional. I was just really expecting a lot more. But that's how things go, I guess. So that's it for the extra deck. I'm going to show you guys my side deck lineup. You guys might have some criticism against it or some ideas. I'm willing to hear you out, so please leave your comments in the section below and let me know what I can use something different. I play triple Pankratops. This card helped me out so much in this deck, it's unbelievable. I didn't see Dokkaeron at all in any of my matches. Like, I tried Saiyan, I just didn't see it come up. Like, it just didn't help out at all. The real MVP of my side deck was Shared Ride. In my final match, round 8, game 2, I was facing Sky Strikers. I activate Shared Ride against him. He had a choice of either keep on adding cards from deck or graveyard, and I keep getting my draws, or just stop and not give me any draws at all and put me in a huge disadvantage. What does he do? He continuously add cards from his deck and graveyard to his hand. I was able to draw cards enough to continue doing my plays. And I played the 1 Raigeki because I'm top deck god, so why not? But Top Deck God didn't make it into the top 32, unfortunately. Like, in my BA matchup, I had Raigeki and Pankratops in hand. The guy I was facing BA, the guy didn't send any back row, had it down to the end board. He only left me with 30 seconds to make a move. I played the 1 extra Twin Twister just in case I go against Ultra guys, any or heavy back row player. Like Paleozoic, shouts out to you, Mike Wiz, for your Paleo. And moving on to the trap cards, we play the triple evenly match. I was able to finally get a hold of these cards this regional. I am so happy that I have them. I didn't see it come up, but shouts out to Eric Riddell for giving me one of his spares evenly match for this event. He's my bro. I love him like a brother, so shout out to him. And I played the 2 Rival Awards. Like, I didn't see this card come up like in any of my matchups because they were all my opponents were playing basically the same type, not different types. I was hoping to face like Crusadia Guard Dragon to throw them off with this, but it just didn't happen. Now the next the most MVP of my side deck was an Imperial Order. Because of this, I won against Sky Strikers by a landslide because of shared right. This last card that he added, it was so important to him, I was able to draw into my Imperial Order. So important. So by the time it came to his turn, he tried activating a spell, trying to get rid of my stuff. Like he activated Twin Twister, tried to get rid of my stuff. Activate Imperial Order. He just like, God damn, dude, scoop it up. Good game. I can't. I lost to Imperial Order. There's nothing I can do. Type deal. Like that. That made me so happy in my final matchup that I was able to play this and actually won. So that's it for my regional deck profile of the Rochester Regionals. I hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe our channel. Leave your comments down in the section below. And please give me some more advice of what I can put into this deck to actually make it top tier and try to top the next event. Well, guys, this is Connor from Team ECCENTRICK signing out. Peace.
Rate and subscribe, leave your comments and ideas in the comments section below, and don't hesitate to give us respectful suggestions on content you want to see. Eric on behalf of the team saying take care, and Team ECCENTRICK out.